Gilgeous-Alexander against Powell. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And the Timberwolves with possession here, following the score by Oklahoma City. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
Count that one for Torch.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Edwards, no good.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Down low, here's Holmgren. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Inside, and Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Driving inside. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Last year, coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history, dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals. One of 5 franchises has yet to get there.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Outside Edwards. Unloads from 13. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And this is a team that, quite frankly, has been incredibly impressive so far in the postseason, with only 3 losses to date.
And to get to this stage of the playoffs and only have 3 losses is really incredible. But they can't get carried away knowing that. The job's finished.
And right there, Edwards with a great dribble move to create space.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 2. Excited about the win on Thursday.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, they played with outstanding energy, communicated well, and were very disruptive defensively.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here's Conley after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. For 3, Edwards. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's George. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. His 3-pointers off the mark. McDaniels against Jordan. And yes, it's good.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Gilgeous Alexander. Gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
Timberwolves have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. And it's Conley penetrating, and he overshot that one, missing.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Dort. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pass to Randall. Timberwolves passing it around. Floats one up. Here's McDaniels. No good from outside. To the middle, stolen by McDaniels. Outside Edwards. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Gobert against Williams. Pass to Dort. And it's off from three-point range. Conley left side. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I like seeing Conley look for his shot because it puts defenses in compromising situations.
It's his first trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Gilgeous Alexander. And so he makes both from the line.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Pass to Holmgren. To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. And it's good. 2 points. Hartenstein's got his second bucket tonight.
And running offense through Holmgren, great court awareness and really unselfish.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Conley with the screen on Dort. Bounce pass from Alexander Walker. Randall surveying the D. A putback, and there's Gobert, putting it right back in. Gobert's got 6 points.
And Gobert showing how much he wanted that basket.
Pass to Hartenstein. To the inside. Wallace. Stolen by Michael Conley. McDaniels gets a wide open look. It's in there. Conley with the assist. Now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
This, your Timberwolves dancer.
Minnesota making some changes. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And then for Oklahoma City, Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dort.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Randall. Clark with a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Williams against Reed. Williams kicks to Wallace. Higgins outside. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now DiVincenzo. Clark outside. No good on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Shots good by Williams. And the Thunder lead by 2.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
1:30 left in the first quarter. Randall outside. Clark for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the Thunder. Takes it inside. Shot clock at 6. Baseline try. It's Clark with the rebound.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Pass to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
.36 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Caruso. Knocked away. Stolen by Reed. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Alexander Walker. Defended by Caruso. No one near Randall as he lets it go. No good with the triple. Now here's Caruso. There's a screen by Williams. From deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead, up 3. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. What an atmosphere in here as we return to the action of the Western Conference Finals. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Here's Edwards. No good. Nice defense from Wallace. Thunder trailing by 3. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge. It's a great finish! Oh, my. Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good again, and the next one 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Here's DiVincenzo. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Timberwolves lead by 4. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. From past the arc. And the Thunder another 3.
Incredible range from Gilgeous-Alexander, making a tough shot look easy.
And here is DiVincenzo. Miller outside. Pass to Reed. And Reed throws it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
He almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. DiVincenzo against Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one drops. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 20 points.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
DiVincenzo finds Alexander Walker. Wallace against Edwards. Shot clock at 5. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo drains the three-pointer. DiVincenzo's got 5 points now in the quarter. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 4-point game. Pass to Wallace. Now here's Caruso. Defended by Alexander Walker.
He's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Edwards against Wallace. Oh, Edwards!
Well, once Edwards saw his opening, it was game over. He delights in sticking it to you like this.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Pass to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And Edwards made so many winning plays, including finding his open team.
Wallace with the ball. He has yet to score. Wiggins passes to Caruso. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Timberwolves leading by 7. Now DiVincenzo. 8 points for him. Miller, the pass to Alexander Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. The Thunder pull it in. Here is Williams. Wallace outside. Shoots over Reed. Off the left rim and out.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Alexander Walker finds DiVincenzo. We are seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu was a big part of what we did in Orlando.
Yes.
Was a most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Miller. And it's McDaniels in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. So he gets them both. And Daniel calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Conley's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Gilgeous Alexander. He's got 22. Pass to Hartenstein. And here is Dort. Edwards defending. The turnaround Jay, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense. He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option.
Here's Hartenstein, and he converts the layup. Hartenstein's got 6.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
Timberwolves leading by 7. Conley the pass to Gobert. Now McDaniels. Here's Edwards. Pamaso from Edwards.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Trailing by 9, and despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Edwards. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Caruso's checked in. Pass to DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Dort. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. That one misses. His first miss of the game after making his first 3. Dort finds Hartenstein. Here's Williams. McDaniels defending. The basket falls, and that's going to be a blocking call.
Well, once he gets a step to the rim like that, it's going to take more of a defensive effort to force the miss.
Defensive foul.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
And, Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Here's Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Launches a 3, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. And it's Williams with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 9 points. Minnesota's got the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
And the shot goes down.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch-and-shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Williams. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Timberwolves leading by 6. Pass to DiVincenzo. McDaniels kicks to Randall. The Timberwolves again can't hit. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. It's Dort on the wing. Back to Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Julius Randle with the rebound. Randle's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's the 3. That one, no good. They're trailing by 6. Here's Williams. It's stolen by Randle. McDaniels with the ball. Williams picks him up. Shot by McDaniels, no good. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Dort passes to Hartenstein. And that one, good. Hartenstein's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
1:21 left in the first half of basketball. That's to Gobert. Williams against McDaniel. And the layup is good. That's 10 points for Jaden McDaniel.
Love the pass there from Gobert. Always nice when your big man feeds his teammates.
Oklahoma City shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Williams looking around. Outside, Dort for the 3. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And it's 6 points for Lou Dort.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
There's 45 seconds left now here in the second. Pass to DiVincenzo. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And the Timberwolves lead by 6. Joe with it. Scoreless thus far. Williams with the ball. And the Thunder, another 3.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Randall against Holmgren. Looking to get it going. And Randall throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Dort. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
You look at their success so far, and the result is great execution. They're playing within themselves and within the system.
Which I suppose accounts for the low turnover total. Or that's just me. Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. I'll get straight to it, Kenny. Is this a must-win game for them?
They might not want to admit it, Ernie, but this is a must-win game. I look at this team and I think, if they drop this one, it's going to get into their head and they're not coming back.
Stop it, Kenny. It's not over yet. They know how to respond when their backs are against the walls.
Well, I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out, huh? And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's up a 3 and rebounded by McDaniels. Timberwolves leading by 5. Here's Conley. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. They get it back. No good with the layup. Timberwolves shooting 51% from the field. I'll take that. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. And Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow, thank you for the report. Edwards can't hit.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Hartenstein with the screen on top. Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. This game is all even. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 27 points.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the two-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself.
Randall outside. And the rejection by Holmgren. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones. And now their defense is in overdrive.
Here is Edwards. He's got 13. And the basket good. A back shot that time. Edwards got 15 points. And it's Williams with the ball for Oklahoma City. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 13 points in the game.
Well, look, you need a bucket, go to him. This is exactly what he's built to do.
For Minnesota, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Attention fans, now on the court is your
Here is Edwards. 15 points in the game. Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. It's over towards. And he gets that one to go off the front line. And that's 17 points for Anthony Edwards. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it. Good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
And not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate, exactly when his team needs it.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. A beautiful finish inside by Ant.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Over in the corner, Conley. That 3 off the mark.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game, and so two things happened that drove me into coaching. Number one, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest in.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Thunder. The Thunder with the lead. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Conley. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points here in the second half. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Here is Conley. Outside, Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Mr. Gobert. Out to Conley. Shoots the three. Dort grabs the miss. The Thunder leading by 3. And here is Caruso. Looking to get back on track here. And he can't bank that one in. Pass to Edwards. The train. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
Here's Caruso. The shot fake there got the D out of position. Caruso's got the lead up to 5 now for Oklahoma City. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. Poke loose. Oh, and here comes Gilgeous-Alexander all alone. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And great awareness of the situation. Gilgeous-Alexander sensing the chance for the steal and just taking it straight up on the break.
Outside Edwards. Conley sets a screen for Edwards. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 36, and he makes that one.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
Timeout.
We've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Looking for a breather, and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. got 8 points.
Yeah, I can't tell you what a difference second chance points make in a game. That can be the factor that swings the outcome.
Yep, that one goes. And the Thunder lead by 9.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
And here's Edwards. 19 points in the game. Shoots over George. Edwards can't hit.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 43 points. Minnesota shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Here's Conley. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Athletic play from Dort on the drive, coming in hot and finishing it off with the slam.
And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Conley.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Picked up by Edwards. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander against Edwards. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. So it's the Timberwolves now. Pass to Alexander Walker. From downtown, connects from three-point range. Alexander Walker's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for Alexander Walker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Edwards. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley. And then for Oklahoma City, Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Casey Wallace in for Dort. Three-pointer, Randall. Thunder with the rebound.
Well, he is desperately trying to get something going, but this has not been his night. They need to consider making an adjustment.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's Clark. The quick look, no good that time. The Thunder shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. Wallace outside. Off target with his 3. The Timberwolves shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. Oh, that's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Caruso. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
It's DiVincenzo, top of the key. Randall from outside hits the three-point bomb. Randall's got 9 points.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Caruso against Reed. Shot on the wing. He claims that one off the back iron, and down it falls. He's got 7. Wiggins against Randall from 12 feet out. Good.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Williams inside the line. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Oklahoma City with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter. Could have even more action in store for us. Got that one up quick. DiVincenzo's got the first baskets to get going in the fourth for Minnesota. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander shoots over DiVincenzo. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Outside Edwards. Right at the free throw line. Rebound by Wallace.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And yep, another basket.
And talk about coming up huge. What a performance.
He's nearing the franchise record for most points in a playoff game. This guy is clutch. Timberwolves trail by 7. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They've led by as many as 14 points. Wallace kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the 3. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Oklahoma City.
Well, the mid-range has been open for them, so you've got to take what the defense gives,
Take a break.
and that's been a great attack in this situation.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
That free throw, no good.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Garza's checked in. Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder. And the second free throw, good. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup's good off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 49 points in the game.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Here's DiVincenzo. Reed with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from DiVincenzo. The Thunder have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Wallace with a screen on DiVincenzo. Good, he hits again.
And he's on a tear offensively, lighting up the scoreboard with a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring. DiVincenzo finds Clark. Edwards looking it over. Back to Clark. 6 to shoot. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. The Thunder leading by 9. Here's Wallace. Missed inside. For Minnesota, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Garza, no good. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
DiVincenzo with it. Pass to Reed. And he banks in the layup. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Clark with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 9. Now here's DiVincenzo. Wiggins with some nice D. On the wing, Wallace. Edwards defending. It's good. Wallace has got his first basket of the night.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance?
Wallace against Edwards. High post shot. Right through the shoulder there. All net. Edwards got 9 points here in the second half. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander unloads from 13. A rebound by the Timberwolves. With the step back, here's Edwards. And finished by Edwards.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Ball is with the screen on DiVincenzo. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Gilgeous-Alexander against Clark. To the paint. Here's Reed. Wiggins with the rebound. The Thunder have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. And the shot goes in.
Coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Here's DiVincenzo. Reed with a screen for DiVincenzo. From outside, off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Caruso, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Caruso. Oh, good on the 3. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves with the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, doing it with speed and style. Edwards putting on a show at the rim.
The Thunder have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Ball is with the screen on DiVincenzo. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. The Thunder shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Wallace, the pass to Wiggins. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace with the screen on Edwards. Gilgeous-Alexander. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 7. Pass to Clark. Reed with the screen on Wallace. Here's Clark. Wiggins with the rebound. Wiggins has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the middle. And Wiggins throws it down.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Here is Edwards.
Timeout, timeout. Started.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chad Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Jalen Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. Now, he was vocal in the huddle. He told his guys, don't quit on each other. We're still in this game, guys, but I need each one of you to up your energy level. Let's make a run now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Dort trying to free himself up. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Edwards. Thunder with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. It's Williams with the drive. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
And he comes up with the deuce. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. There's 1:59 left to play here in the fourth. Outside, Dort. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 3rd assist on the night. And here's Edwards. No good. Shot missing. Nice defense from Dort. The Thunder leading by 9. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Pass to Williams. Pocket 6. Drains it from beyond the arc. Holmgren's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards. Taking the contact, but staying committed to his finish.
Oklahoma City has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
And now we can start talking about Game 4. What a magnificent effort and really a significant victory for Oklahoma City.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Every time they left a man open, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And they're going to roll to their 3rd straight victory to open up these conference finals, giving them a commanding series lead.
Yeah, a sweep seems just about inevitable right now. And with
Again, what an avalanche!
I mean, when have you seen a player get this hot in a playoff game?
I don't know, G.A. I know this, though. He now ranks 3rd all-time for single-game scoring in the postseason. Simply stunning.
And now, only Elgin Baylor and Michael Jordan ahead of him. How much further can he go?
One shot. One shot.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
Dort against Edwards. It's stolen by Dort. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game start. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And great read there by SGA. Knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instincts.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip. It's only a matter of time now, Craig, until this series is in the books.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.